And just like that, the story that has been dominating the college football landscape is over because Caleb Williams has officially announced his intention to transfer from Oklahoma to USC, and we need to talk about this. But before we do, as always, y'all know the drill. I want to hear from you. Hop down to the comments. Give me a Y for yes, N for no. Are you surprised Caleb Williams transfers to USC? And let me know what you're thinking. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell notification. I do constant college football content. You don't want to miss any of it. And if you enjoyed the content, like and comment down below. Those interactions may seem small, but they are massive to content creators such as myself and both getting picked up and maintained by the YouTube algorithm. But with all of that being said, let's hop right into this because this is a move that is major, but I don't find super surprising. And we're going to walk through the whole thing. Because when Caleb Williams ultimately decided to transfer from Oklahoma, it made sense initially that he would follow with the relationship that he already had established in that of Lincoln Riley, with Lincoln Riley moving from Oklahoma to USC. That was only furthered when Mario Williams decided to enter the transfer portal as well, stating that he wanted to continue playing with Caleb Williams. When Mario Williams ultimately went to USC, that seemed to be a pretty clear indication that it was just a matter of time before Caleb Williams followed him. When you add into the fact that when you look at the teams that have been in connection with Caleb Williams, there's been one team that's been at the forefront constantly, and that's USC. Because there's been talk of UCLA, Wisconsin, LSU, but throughout the entire process, USC was a team that was constantly mentioned no matter what other team you were mentioning along with them. And so ultimately, when Caleb Williams decides to make this transfer, it makes complete sense. He gets to continue the relationship with Lincoln Riley and his wide receiver that he ultimately came to OU with in Mario Williams, who was a highly touted wide receiver coming out of high school. And we need to understand, Lincoln Riley and USC have done a phenomenal job in the transfer portal getting guys coming there, and this move of getting Caleb Williams comes at an interesting time. In a perfect world, I'm sure the USC staff would have loved for this announcement to come sooner, that way they could have been using this as a more bona fide recruiting chip, but nonetheless, getting Caleb Williams in is one that's going to excite players in the portal and as well as recruits that are maybe up in between USC and someone else. So it's going to be interesting to see the ripple effects that occur due to this move, because anytime you see a highly touted former five-star quarterback who went to college and found success. Though Caleb Williams didn't start every game, he threw for almost 2,000 yards, 21 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, so he was able to find success as a true freshman. That's going to galvanize individuals, and there will be ripple effects, as there were ripple effects when he ultimately transferred from Oklahoma. But this entire saga has dominated college football, and for good reason, and now it seems to have come to an end. USC getting their quarterback, which is great news for Lincoln Riley and company, because Jackson Dart, who looked to be the heir apparent, transferred out. Now, though USC still has quarterbacks on roster that they like, that they think can lend themselves to success, at the end of the day, you wanted to get Caleb Williams in because he has established success, and not only established success in college football, established success with your new head coach. That's going to be a key thing moving forward as USC looks to hit the ground running. You know, when Mel Tucker and Michigan State utilized the portal to such a degree a few years ago, we see the implications of that. And now teams such as Ole Miss, USC, and even Oklahoma are utilizing the portal to try and hit the ground running. And I don't think the transfer portal is done. The transfer portal is a pendulum, and a move such as this, as I stated, is sure to cause ripple effects. It's going to be interesting what ripple effects those are. But as we talked about last night on the live stream, this is a move that all of a sudden puts the question that we were talking about, who's ready for more success now, Oregon under Dan Lanning or USC under Lincoln Riley, in a totally different perspective. Getting in this type of quarterback with this upside that has experience and experience with the head coach completely makes this a brand new question, one that we're going to talk about more. But what a move and what a time to make it, a day before National Signing Day. So now these recruits that are maybe thinking about going to USC have a little something extra to think about. But at the end of the day, this isn't a super surprising move when you look at the totality of circumstances, that Mario Williams goes from OU to USC, that his head coach goes from OU to USC. And at the end of the day, that was the one team constantly mentioned. Even though Wisconsin made a great run at the end, USC seemed to be at the forefront the entire time. Very interested in hearing from y'all. Hop down to the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. That's it. See ya.